Forever. Hey YouTube. Alright, so I'm listening to my greatest hits, Sanchez greatest hits. Explain why I'm serenading. Alright, so got some things to update you in with regards to the sleeve. I did not find a doctor here in Puerto Rico yet. I actually flew back to Florida, flew back to Tampa to go to the doctor that I've been seeing for the past 11 some odd years, something like that. Um, she kind of tipsy, so just yeah. What I wanted to record because I had never mentioned it before was I started having fainting spells. I never fainted before. You know how you see those goats that just faint? That's what I was doing. Just keel over. I don't know what that was about. Well, actually, I do know what it was about. At the time, I didn't know what it was about, and it was the reason why I decided to go back to Florida and see my own doctor. Turns out my sugar, so country, my diabetes, where I used to have high blood sugar, I now have low blood sugar. So I have to eat something in order just to bring my sugar up to yes, we're going to call it sugar. Just to bring it back up to a normal level. So I would eat something really sweet and it would just get up to 100. And that was really making me exhausted. The other thing was my potassium is really low. So I am going on a new prescription. Potassium. I'm just kind of riding with it, you know. I knew that, having surgery was going to change a lot of things. I just didn't know what. I just really wanted to kind of be let go of the chokehold that diabetes had on me. And you know what? I thought if I lowered my sugar, I'm going to call it sugar. Yes, because I'm country. I figured if I lowered that number that I would be okay. But apparently it's too low. So the one metformin that I am taking is just to keep me normal at this point because it's dropping. And I don't need to be in here fainting. I'm here by myself and and I didn't really quite know what it was. I just know that the room was spinning and I would make it into my room or to the couch and the next thing I know I would wake up. It was strange. I didn't hit the ground. It wasn't all theatrical. I didn't roll down the steps. My dress didn't fall up over my head or, nothing happened. It was weird. It was strange. And then when I would wake up after this little spell or whatever, I was exhausted. I felt like someone had jumped me. I felt like I got beat up in the house by myself. So I don't really know I don't even know what to think about that right now. It's just, when it comes to health, just got to take care of yourself. As far as the scale is concerned, I have finally broke the 190s. I am at 185 now. And I fluctuate, so I don't even know if I'm really comfortable saying that as a hard number, but that's what I have at this point. Sizes. Now this is all jacked up because as I mentioned before, I hold my weight on the top portion of my body. The bottom portion of my body is really small. Really just looks so bizarre, but my undergarments and things, like my panties, if I was to wear a size 9 before, I'm now down into a 6, 7. That's not cute. That is not hot. Because I'm still mostly stomach, so I don't know if you guys have heard this term. It's called a booty do body. And it's just basically when your belly stick out more than your booty do. Yeah, I'm still in the booty do posse. What else did I want to talk about? Other than underwear size, my clothing size, I'm down to moons and nightgowns. I'm just giving clothes away because I cannot fit them. And I was so shocked, things that I had never even worn before. I put them on and it looked a hot mess. Don't leave the house like that. Again, I'm guessing I'm like a 12 or 6, a 12 or 14. I don't even know. And I can't stand shopping. I promise you, I do not like to shop. I'm just not that chick. So I'm going to have to go and get measured and all that kind of stuff. And buying more clothes. And my skin. I did a couple more chemical peels, and I also have a prescription. I forgot the name of it, but it bleaches my skin, and I don't want to bleach my skin. I just want to even my tone. I don't want to get lighter. I just want the dark spots to be more even with the rest of my face. Still a work in progress. My hair. All right, so I am still noticing a lot of shedding. A lot of shedding. Thinking about actually adding a hair vitamin. And I have a lot of hair, so I'm not really seeing bald spots or anything like that. I don't see anything like that. And usually when I go places, I usually wear wigs and things just because I don't want to do my own hair. So I can kind of put a wig on like a baseball cap and slide it off and on as I go places. So when I leave, usually, when I travel, I have to say that's usually what I do is wear a wig. But I am still seeing a lot of shedding in my own hair. A lot of shedding, but no bald spots, no thinning around the edges or anything like that. And it hasn't been too catastrophic. I think if it was, I would just take hair vitamins, something I used to take a hair vitamin years ago, and it worked really, really well. I would probably just go back on that, but again, I didn't have the sleeve for cosmetic purposes. I didn't. I did it because diabetes was bullying me, really. And so now that I have had it, and I've been doing things so slow, these cosmetic changes is just something that I, no matter how much I thought about it, how much I prepared for it, this is just something I didn't prepare for. I know when you lose weight, you're going to have to buy clothes. I knew that. But I didn't prepare myself for when you put on clothes and they're too big. It's just the way my brain works. It's more, that's just strange to me, you know what I mean? So if I would have went into this surgery saying, oh, I want to be a size, blah, 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 maybe I would have been, a little bit more prepared. But I wasn't. Diabetes was my focus. And she might have got the last word, because even though I was focused on lowering my numbers, I didn't mean like take them rock bottom. Diabetes, you got jokes. No, I did not mean let her be passing out and fainting in her house. That's not what I meant. Really, that's about it. It's still a work in progress. I'm still learning it. I'm still going super slow. Next month will be 1 year for me, and I've lost from 241 to 185. What's that? 60 pounds, somewhere around there. I'm good with it, and I know that I'm going to continue losing weight even when you're not really putting that much effort into it, because it's just part of the process. There are a lot of people who have had the sleeve who have eating disorders, and I don't think it will work for them. If you're the type of person that's going to overeat and binge eat and things like that, regardless of how comfortable you are, the sleeve probably wouldn't work for you, because you can stretch it back out. There's a lot of people who, actually I have an associate who explained to me that she had I forgot which procedure she chose, but she had lost a lot of weight. And she still wanted to go to buffets and all you can eat type things with her friends. And what she would do would, like, little bouts of bulimia so that she could continue eating. It's not that serious, boo. Like, if you're that type of person and you have eating disorders, you need to get counseling, because sleeve is not going to help. It's going to make it worse, because you're still going to have those destructive behaviors. So, don't we all have our own version of destructive behaviors? So, like I said, she's a little tipsy. I always come on here and don't have no kind of clear thought, no nothing. And it might be because the potassium in my sugar was low. I don't know. Or maybe I'm just not real organized. I don't know. But hair is shedding a lot. Diabetes numbers are low instead of high. I am going to have my hormone levels tested the next time I go back to the doctor. That's pretty much it. Yeah, the sleeve has definitely left an etch on my soul. I don't think any one person's journey is going to be the same, as it is for everyone else. We can just kind of take tidbits. I would say walking outside and your dress falls. That's something I wouldn't encourage anyone to do. Going and hanging out with your friends and looking like you got on clothes that are 5 sizes too big, that's not cute. So, but anyway, I still would recommend it for people with the right frame of mind, knowing that you have a heart problem, a back problem, or, something. But for cosmetic purposes, I think the sleeve is just too... I wouldn't recommend it to anybody for cosmetic purposes. I wouldn't. Not unless you're doing it in conjunction with counseling. So anyways, I'm going to go back to drinking my, I don't even know how to pronounce it. I think it's Passau. It's some type of Brazilian liquor. And she likes it. I didn't know it was supposed to have a chaser, so I've just been drinking it straight. That's okay. The side of my body is feeling a little bit numb, but I wasn't using it anyways. I'm getting ready to go to sleep. Who cares? So, have a good one, guys, and I will give you guys another update on my numbers and hormones, and I'm going to try to figure out how the sleeve, if that has any impact on it, or if it was just, I don't know. So, I'll give you guys updates as I get them. Talk to you later.